Steph Curry is unarguably one of the most talked about players in the NBA right now. Have you seen the way he lands those three-pointers? It's like he's not even trying. The fact that he's the first player in NBA history to receive a unanimous vote for the most valuable player is just crazy. I mean, there has to be a logical explanation for how Steph got to be so good. Maybe the secret lies with his family. Well, in today's video, we're going to be delving into Steph Curry's family and also discussing interesting things you didn't know about his family. Let's go. So let's start with Steph's dad, Wardell Stephen Curry, Sr. Dell was born on the 25th of June, 1964 in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and was raised in the Grottos. Dell played high school basketball at Fort Defiance, where he used his coach's barn to practice shooting daily. Dell finished as the all-time leading scorer in school history and was named a McDonald All-American in 1982. Apart from basketball, Dell also dabbled in baseball. He was selected by the Texas Rangers in the 1982 Major League Baseball draft and won state championships in both baseball and basketball. Dell was selected by the Utah Jazz as the 15th overall pick in the 1986 NBA draft. Dell played one season in Utah before being traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers, where he played in the 1987-1988 season. Dell was left unprotected by the Cavs for the 1988 NBA expansion draft and ended up being the second player chosen, the first by the Charlotte Hornets. Dell played for the Charlotte Hornets for 10 seasons, during which he mostly came off the bench to deliver instant offense with three-point shooting. Dell was a regular contender for the Sixth Man of the Year and won the award in the 1993-1994 season. Dell once held the Hornets record for games played, three-point field goals made and attempted, three-point percentage, and also in points. He was the Hornets' former all-time leader in points, 9,839, and three-point field goals, 929. When he was leaving the Hornets in 1998, he was the last player left from the team's initial season, 10 years earlier. Dell went on to spend one season playing for the Milwaukee Bucks before moving on to play his last 3 seasons in the NBA for the Toronto Raptors. Dell ended his basketball career with a total of 12,670 points, 2,617 rebounds, and 1,909 assists, with a career average of 11.7 points, 2.4 rebounds, and 1.8 assists. Dell ended his baseball career with a 6-1 record and a 3.81 ERA. Dell was inducted into the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame in his first year of eligibility in 2004. Dell was announced as the assistant coach for the Charlotte Bobcats, now the Charlotte Hornets, on June 18, 2007, but before the season began, he stepped down so that he could attend his son's basketball games. Wardell started working as a commentator for the Charlotte Bobcats in 2009, alongside longtime play-by-play announcer Steve Martin. In 2016, Wardell was the recipient of the Bobby Jones Award at the Athletics in Action All-Star Breakfast, an event that is held every year at the NBA All-Star Weekend. Dell still holds some records with the Hornets, like the most games with Charlotte at 701 games, and holds the most field goals at 3,022. Dell married his college sweetheart, Sonia, in 1988. The couple has 3 children, Stephen, Seth, and Seidel. Sadly, Dell and Sonia's marriage ended in a divorce in 2021 after 33 years of marriage on grounds of infidelity on both sides. Dell was seen with his new girlfriend, Nikki Smith, during the Warriors playoff game back in June 2022, and Sonia was also spotted with her rumored boyfriend, Steven Johnson, who's a former New England Patriots player back in the 1980s. The interesting part is Dell and Steven knew each other in college, and their families are close friends. Now that we've covered Steph's pops, let's take a look at Steph's mother. Sonia Aisha Curry was born on May 30th, 1966. Sonia was born in Radford, Virginia, to couple Cleve Esther Adams, her father, and Candy Adams, her mother. Sonia had quite a rough childhood, growing up in a poor background, and had racist experiences with the Ku Klux Klan. In high school, Sonia engaged in different sports, including volleyball, track and field, and basketball. She enrolled at Virginia Tech as a student athlete, where she played volleyball and was awarded the All-Conference honors in the Metro Conference as a junior. Sonia has a degree in education, according to her college roommate and best friend. Sonia was majorly responsible for the popularity of the school's volleyball team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. While playing for the Hokies, Sonia served 57 aces, which was the 6th highest in Virginia Tech history. Sonia made a record score of 69-70 by the end of her 4th year. Sonia met her future husband, Dell, at Virginia Tech when she was on her official recruiting visit to the school. She was watching the men's basketball practice when Sonia and Dell noticed each other, and the rest, they say, is history. Alright, let's move on to Steph's brother, Seth. Seth Adam Curry was born on August 23, 1990. When Seth was still a child, he and his older brother, Steph, would often go to their father's games, and they would often shoot around with the team in warm-ups. Seth is a graduate of the Charlotte Christian School. While he was there, Seth was a 3-year starter for the Knights basketball team. In his senior year, Seth averaged 22.3 points and 5.0 assists while shooting 52% from the field. Seth also won the All-Conference, All-State, and First-Team All-American accolades by the end of the season. In Seth's 3 years at his high school, the school's team accumulated a 105-24 overall record, including a state final appearance in 2006. Seth was also on the school's academic honor roll for all 4 years. Seth attended Liberty University, where he played for only a year, but in just that 1 year, Seth managed to lead all freshmen nationally in average points per game, scoring 20.2 per game. Seth also broke the Big South Conference single-season scoring record for a freshman. Seth also showed respect for the family legacy by wearing the number 30 at Liberty, which was also the number his dad and brother wore in their college careers, and is the current number Steph wears for the Golden State Warriors. After the 2008-2009 season, Seth transferred Liberty to Duke University. Due to transfer rules, Seth sat out the 2009-2010 season. Seth continued wearing the number 30 at Duke. After a toe injury sidelined Kyrie Irving, Seth was named a starter despite being a redshirt sophomore. Seth also dominated at Duke. In a game against Miami, Ohio, Seth led the team with 17 points on 57% shooting, and he scored a season-high 22 points against North Carolina on February 9, 2011. Seth scored his career high by dropping 31 points in a game against Santa Clara on December 29, 2012. Seth was selected as the All-ACC first team and was named the second-team All-American by Sporting News. As talented as Seth was, he sadly ended up undrafted in the 2013 NBA draft, which made him end up bouncing around teams, from the Santa Cruz Warriors to the Grizzlies, where he made his NBA debut before being waived by the Grizzlies and then returning to Santa Cruz. Seth then moved on to signing a 10-day contract with the Cavs, and then played for the Erie Bayhawks, and then signed another 10-day contract with the Suns, after which he returned to Erie. And after 43 games there, Seth left and joined the Sacramento Kings for 1 year, and later signing with the Mavericks for about 2 years. After the Mavs, Seth signed a 2-year deal with the Portland Trail Blazers. Seth later rejoined the Mavs and signed a 4-year contract. However, Seth was traded to the Philadelphia 76ers, who in turn traded him again to the Brooklyn Nets. As I said, Seth bounced around a lot. The next member of the Curry clan we're talking about next is Steph's sister, Seidel. Seidel Aisha Curry Lee was born on October 20th, 1994, in Charlotte, North Carolina. Seidel was also an athlete herself. She was a 3-year captain and 4-year starter of her high school's volleyball team and led her school to 2 Southern Section Division IV titles. She attended Elon University, where she majored in psychology. She played for the university's volleyball team in college and won titles such as the CAA Offensive Player of the Week and was named the first team All-CAA. Seidel had to retire from the volleyball due to injuries. Seidel married NBA player Damian Lee on September 1, 2018. The couple welcomed their first child, Daxon, in 2021 after Seidel had suffered multiple miscarriages. Now that we're done with the Curry siblings, let's take a look at Steph's wife, Aisha Curry. Aisha Curry was born on March 23, 1989. Aisha is a Canadian-American actress, cookbook author, and cooking television personality, and has been a guest on many popular shows, both as a guest and a judge. Aisha even had her own show, Aisha's Home Kitchen, on Food Network. Aisha started her culinary career on YouTube in 2014 with her channel, Little Lights of Mine. In 2016, Aisha wrote her first cookbook, The Seasoned Life. One interesting fact about Aisha is her love for tattoos. She has about 10 located all over her body. Aisha met Steph in a Sunday church group in high school back in Charlotte. However, it wasn't until years later, when Aisha was pursuing her career in Hollywood, that they started dating. Aisha then moved back to Charlotte, where Steph was playing his college basketball for Davidson College. The couple got married on July 30th, 2011, and their love is still burning bright after over a decade of being married to each other. The duo has 3 amazing children: Riley Elizabeth Curry, Cannon W. Jack Curry, and Ryan Carson Curry. Well, that's all we have for today's video, y'all. But before we go, we'd like you to share what you think about the Curry family in the comments section below. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.